Well, 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 look who it is. It's you. I'm just kidding. So, if you didn't see the short, I'm actually going to be doing a double feature this week, one on Wednesday, on Fridays. I usually just try and do Wednesdays, but I have a little extra time today, and I decided that I wanted to delve a little bit deeper. And so, I had a lot of people recommend me GDragon, and obviously I still want to listen to more of Big Bane, because I do think that they need a little bit more of a deeper dive. And as far as GDragon goes, I've heard that he's a pretty incredible person and is someone who's actually worth supporting, which sadly enough is actually kind of hard to find nowadays. So I didn't really know what to listen to. I didn't have very many recommendations on songs for him. So I just decided to take a gamble and found this song here. I think it's called Crooked. And as for me, if I'm just going to do my usual spiel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Aaron. I grew up mainly as a metalhead, and I listened to everything from Metallica to Behemoth to Cradle of Filth to Nightwish to Architects and all the hardcore people, and a lot more heavier metal bands. And so a friend of mine has been trying to convince me to like Kpop, and I decided to document that journey, and that's why I'm here. And so, enough of the spiel. I'm going to listen to this song that I never even knew existed and see what I think about it. I'll give you my reaction and my thoughts afterwards.
영원한 건 절대 없어. 결국엔 넌 변했지. 이유도 없어. 진심이 없어. 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐. 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 내버려둬. 어차피 난 혼자였지. 아무도 없어. 다른 미 없어. 사탕 발린 위로 따윈 집어쳐. 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 나는 현기증 내 심심풀이 화풀이 상된 다른 연인들 괜히 시비 걸어 또 내 양아치처럼 가끔 난 삐딱하게 다 내를 부러져라 세상이란 영화 속 주인공은 너와 나 각 곳을 잃고 헤매는 외로운 데서 만나 텅 빈 길거리를 가득 채운 기러기들 내 맘과 달리 날씨 참 더럽게도 좋아 너 하나 믿고 마냥 행복했었던 내가 우습게 남겨졌어 새끼 손가락 걸고 맹세했었던 네가 결국엔 영원한 건 절대 없어 결국엔 넌 변했지 이유도 없어 진심이 없어 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 내버려둬 어차피 난 혼자였지 아무도 없어 다 의미 없어 사탕 발린 위로 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 긋고 스프레이 한 통 다 쓰고 가죽 바지 가죽 재킷 걸치고 의상 쓰고 아픔을 숨긴 채 앞으로 더 비뚤어질래 네가 미안해지게 하늘에다 침을 소와 캐치 내 말 소와 거칠어진 눈빛이 무서워 너 실은 나 왠지 두려워져 돌아가고픈 데가 되었고 살아가고픈 데 상대였고 뭘 어쩌라고 돌이킬 수 없더라고 너 하나 믿고 마냥 행복했었던 내가 우습게 남겨졌어 새끼 손가락 걸고 맹세했었던 네가 결국엔 영원한 건 절대 없어 결국엔 넌 변했지 이유도 없어 진심이 없어 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 내버려둬 어차피 난 혼자였지 아무도 없어 다 의미 없어 사탕 발린 위로 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 오늘 밤은 나를 위해 아무 말 말아줄래 영원하게 나 빌할게 저를 몰랐는데 내가 보고 싶어 오늘 밤만 나를 위해 친구가 되어줄래요 이 좋은 날 아름다운 날 네가 그리워 now 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게.
Okay, that is actually pretty good. As you can see, I was bobbing my head the whole time. When it comes to the spirit of the song itself, clearly it's like, you know, it seems like it's portraying something kind of like happy and rebellious, but you can kind of tell the way that it's structured that, like, even though it's like portrayed to be like this kind of like almost like party anthem, it actually almost, you can clearly see even without reading the lyrics that it's definitely more like there's something on the underbelly that's affecting him, and it's a lot more emotional than you would probably guess. I'm going to look at the lyrics after this and see kind of what exactly he's all singing about, just because I am curious to see if I'm right. But he portrays the emotions really well, and the structure of the song I really like. Like I said, I actually have a little bit of musical theory, and I can kind of have, you know, I have a little bit of understanding of basically kind of like how things are structured, and the way that it's structured is definitely very layered. He definitely wants you to think one thing and another thing at almost the exact same time. But the emotion of how it's actually structured, I think is actually a very clever way that is constructed. I think that there is a lot to like behind like the way that it's, how he has it laid out. But I think another thing that's kind of interesting is that one thing that I said, I think he is the member of Big Bang, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But from what I understand, and what I remember listening to when we listened to Still Life, was that technically speaking, I think they have probably the best voices that I've heard. Very, very solid R&B voices, and his voice almost has a little bit more of like a punky, grittier feel to it. And some of the other people in Big Bang were really, really good singers, whereas his has kind of got a little more of like that gritty punch to it, and I think that's actually what really helps out this song. I don't think that if he had a nicer voice like some of the other people in Big Bang, I don't know if this song would have worked as well as it does. Aside from that, like I said, from what I've heard, he's a really, really good guy who actually does deserve a lot of the praise and accolades, and that he's actually like really a stand-up kind of guy, and so for that, I really am glad to know that there's still some good out there, and I think that it's important to support those people as well. As for the song itself, I really liked it. I think it's something that you could definitely put on for like a house party, or if you're having just like some friends over and you want to have something that seems, you know, kind of easy listening to, I guess, in a sense. But then if people want to talk about maybe something deeper, you know, and you could relate it to the song, I think you definitely could do that as well. So very well done, very multi-layered, and I really, really like the presentation of it all. As always, is probably something that I think K-pop is definitely nailed down, is that their presentation is pretty much zero to, or like bar none, the best. There's not really a whole lot of stuff that is out there that really competes with that. So really like this, really glad to know that this person is out there and has the success that he has, just because from what it sounds like he deserves it, and he's a stand-up dude. So yeah, really good song, really fun, and also I think there's a lot of hidden meaning behind it as well, just from what I can tell just by watching this video. And yeah, if you have any other songs that you want me to react to, as always, just go ahead and put them down in the comments. I have an ever-growing list, and I'm going to try and get through them all as much as possible and bring it out to you guys. So in any case, thanks again for watching, and I hope that you like this. Always do the usual stuff, and yeah, if you ever want to reach out and recommend me something, I'm always there. So thanks again. Have a good one.